Here it goes, bro. We're about to have to rip it. There's a car coming behind me. Car talks with Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the GT 500. I can't stop driving this car. I traded my Ferrari for a Ford because Ford versus Ferrari, and Ford has won. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Car Talks with Nathan. I'm Nathan, your co-host. Sorry, making a U-turn. That's crazy, bro. This car sounds so good. The exhaust valves are not even open. One of my first cars I ever had was a Mustang. And I told myself I was never gonna go back to a Mustang, not because I hated it, but just because I wanted to level up in life. You know, I wanted a Lamborghini, I wanted a Mercedes, a bunch of other stuff. And here we are, back in a Mustang. And I can tell you the GT 500 is easily one of the best driving cars. I would put this next to a GT3 RS. This is one of the best driving cars ever. Easily one of the best driving cars under 100K, maybe even under 200K. I mean, this thing is just an animal. I haven't even gotten it on the track yet, but I know how good it's gonna be because last time I was on the track with my GT2 RS, I had one of these tailing me the whole time. And I was in a GT2 RS. For my car people, if you have a vision board with a bunch of cool cars on it, and you have a Lamborghini and a Ferrari and all these cool cars, put in a GT 500 on that vision board. I've owned almost every single car, except for like crazy hypercars, but I've owned just about everything. And bro, this thing is so much fun. And if something breaks on it, it's just a Ford. So like if the bumper gets ripped off, it's like, oh, the bumper's like 500 bucks. If you do that on a Lambo, it's like, oh, it's 42 grand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like buying a whole nother car.
That difference is crazy.
Yo, it's crazy, dude. I almost ripped off the bumper on my orange Aventador SV and I almost cried. Anyways, Car Talks with Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, had to get my car talk out, but now it's time for the Nathan part. So if you're new to this, basically, me and Johnny, we drive one of my cool cars, like this one, and he's gonna ask me questions. They could be questions about YouTube, success, mindset, whatever the heck it is. I have not heard of these questions. I don't have answers prepared, so I'm just gonna speak from the heart.
Also, Nathan knows none of these questions whatsoever.
I just said that, Johnny.
You didn't say that. You
did.
Never say that, bro.
I did just say that. I said I didn't. Go ahead, bro.
I got some deep questions today, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Question number 1. What do you think separates a successful YouTuber from someone who gives up way too soon?
Ooh, starting off with a juicer right out the gate, Johnny. So basically what separates a failure from a winner?
Yeah.
I mean, the winner never gives up. The winner keeps pushing no matter how hard the times get. The winner keeps evolving their videos even when they see no growth. That's what a winner does. That's what the mindset of a winner does. That's what I did for 574 videos before my first video went viral. That's what a winner does. A winner is willing to put in a ton of work for months or years without seeing any results. Because that's what it takes to get something new off the ground. It's gonna take months, years of your time to get something going that has not been going before. You gotta build that momentum. And then obviously a loser is the opposite, right? A loser is going to quit very quickly. They're gonna put a lot of work in for like a month or two, and then they're not gonna see anything, and they're gonna give up, they're gonna get demotivated, they're gonna look for other things. They just move on too quickly. In its simplest terms, that's the difference. Like, what do you think is the difference between a winner and a loser, Johnny? Because I think it's just about discipline. It's about someone that gives up quickly or doesn't give up at all. And if you have someone that doesn't give up at all, but at the same time, they're also improving and evolving everything they do every single day, there's no stopping that person.
I think what makes somebody a winner is just trying to be better than what you were yesterday.
Yep.
Whether if it's in life or whatever it is. For me, for example, if I edit 3 videos today, I'm like, oh, let me try to edit 4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, that's just my comparison to the question.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, always pushing yourself to do more. There's a lot of ways to look at it, to be honest. But I think it goes deeper than just a winner and loser, because you also have to define what is winning to you. Because winning is different for every person. For some person, winning might be, I want to make $1 million. For another person, winning might be, I just want to take care of my family. And that might not mean that I have to make $1 million to take care of my family. Maybe I just need 100,000. So winning is different for every person. At the end of the day, if you're doing better than you were on the previous day, besides the fact of your growth, then you are winning. That's what I consider winning. If you're improving, forget the metrics, forget the analytics, forget how much money you made, forget how many views you got yesterday. If you are doing better than you were yesterday, you are winning. And you just have to keep moving and keep pushing through and throw the analytics, throw the data, throw the money out the window, because that stuff will come when you deserve it.
Oh, that was good.
That was good. That's what I'm here for, Johnny. That's what you hire me for. Actually, I hire you, but kind of the same.
Dude, you set my paychecks, dude.
Yeah.
So you always talk about the things that you should do to grow a YouTube channel. But what's one thing that you used to do on YouTube that you had to stop doing so you could grow your channel?
Ooh, that's a good question. One thing I had to stop doing. Well, one of the big things that messed me up was I would always think of a cool video and I would get super excited about that video, and then I would just go film it. And then after I was done filming and editing the video, I would then think to myself, what am I gonna title this video? What is my thumbnail gonna be? And the problem is your title, your thumbnail, your video idea, those are things you have to think of before you film the video. And I had it backwards. I would get excited about a video idea and I would just go film it. But the problem is you can film the best video in the world, but if you have the worst title, the worst thumbnail, the worst video idea, no one's gonna click on it. No one's gonna see it. It doesn't matter how good that video was filmed. At the end of the day, someone has to click on your video first. YouTube is a platform where people click and then they watch. And then after they watch, if they like the video enough, they'll return to the next video. So click, watch, return. That's what we talk about in Blueprint University. That's what the entire Blueprint University program is based off of. That's what it's about, but I had it backwards. You see, I was doing watch, click, return. That's what I was doing. So when I reversed those two things, it made my videos so much better because I would think of the video idea first and I would ask myself, is this really a good video idea? I didn't ask myself that before I filmed the video. But once I started asking myself that, my ideas got so much better. It just cleared up a lot of things for me, to be honest. It really did. That's what a lot of YouTubers do. They just get excited about an idea and they just go film it. But they don't think of how are people gonna click on this video? Because there's a lot of things you gotta learn as a YouTuber. It's not, you can't just be good at filming and editing. You gotta be good at getting people to click. Like, you gotta be a good marketer, a good advertiser. That's the other piece of the puzzle. Oh, that was good.
Dude, you got 2 bangers today. Oh my
Two bangers.
God,
Hit me with
bro.
the third one, Johnny. Hit me with a third. I'm gonna put it in track mode real quick while you're finding the question, just so I can.
Just have a little fun right now, dude.
Yeah, just a little. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. There's a good one.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really?
All of these are good ones. Do you believe in work-life balance?
Yeah.
Or is that overrated in the early grind stage, dude?
No, I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe you can get to a point where you have work-life balance, but I believe if you're trying to achieve great things, if you're trying to build a giant business worth millions of dollars, if you're trying to do something like what I did and get to 10 million subscribers, there is no work-life balance. I'm just being honest. There is no like, oh yeah, I'm only gonna work till 5 p.m. today and then I'm gonna go out with my friends. Like, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There's no freaking way. I would pull 120-hour weeks and I wouldn't take vacation. I wouldn't take days off for years. That is not work-life balance, my friend. But I had to do whatever I had to do to get to the top, get to the top of my game, top of my focus, whatever you want to call it. So no, I don't believe there is work-life balance. But I believe if you look at life in seasons, then one day you can have work-life balance. Because think of it in seasons. Think of it as like, hey, this is a season. Maybe your season is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm gonna go hard for 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna, as the new kids would say, I'm gonna lock in, all right? I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna hustle every day. You know, I might do some stuff on the weekends with my friends, but like, dude, I'm saying no to the parties. I'm saying no to this. I'm saying no to this. Because dude, if you want success, you've got to sacrifice things. You can't expect to work a 9 to 5 and become like worth millions of dollars. I mean, sure, some people have done it. It is possible, but like, it's just not reality. I'm just being honest with you. I have met so many people, not just in the YouTube space. I have met so many entrepreneurs, so many guys that have built $1 million, even $1 billion businesses. They did not work 9 to 5s. They worked 9 to 9, or they worked, like I usually work 5 to 8, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's usually my work schedule. That's throughout the whole week. And then on the weekends, I like to pick up lighter work, like brainstorming, creative work. I still do some filming on the weekends, but I don't go like super crazy because I like to, you know, just have some time for me. But also you gotta remember, I've been doing this for 13 years. 13 years and I'm still pulling 5 to 8 every day, bro. What is the math on that? I actually don't know. Hold on. No way, is that 15 hours a day?
5 to 8?
Is that actually, do I actually work 15 hours a day?
I think
That's
it might
crazy.
be 15, dude.
I'm working 75 hours a week, and that's only counting 5 days. If I take the weekend off. If I don't take the weekend off, I'm pulling in 105 hours a week. There's no work-life balance, bro. Anyone that tells you, oh man, you gotta balance your life more. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. Look at their life. What kind of car do they drive? What kind of house do they live in? How much money do they have? And I'm not saying this to be annoying. I'm honest. Like, if someone tells you that, look at their situation. Do they have millions of dollars? Do they drive a nice car? Do they have a big house? And if they do, then maybe listen to them a little bit. But if they don't, then how do they know? How do they know? Work-life balance is for people that are just trying to do mediocre things, which is okay. Being successful, running your own business, starting a YouTube channel, this is not for everyone. This is only for people that want to do big things with their life. And some people just don't want that. And that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. For those of the people that are watching this video and you do want that and you're trying to figure out how to get super successful, make millions of dollars and get 10 million subscribers on YouTube and you want work-life balance, brother, you ain't even making it to 1 million subs. There's no way. You ain't even making it to 1 million. There's no way. That's all I gotta say. It's not gonna happen. But it can happen in seasons, right? Like you could work super hard for 4 or 5 years and then get your channel or get your business to a certain point and then start to take a little more time off. Start to take more vacations, start to take the weekends off, start to, you know, step back a little bit. But you shouldn't get comfortable, because that's the problem. You work for 5 years and then you get comfortable and then you lose everything because you can just never be satisfied. I have seen so many of my YouTube friends that have built their channels up to 3 million, 4 million, 5 million subscribers. They got comfortable. They thought their channel would keep growing, so they got comfortable. They laid off a little bit. They didn't work as hard on their video ideas or their titles or their thumbnails or their filming or their personality or their editing. Next thing you know, their channel's dead. I know some guys that had channels with 8 million subscribers and now they're working normal jobs at retail centers.
That's gotta suck, bro.
I know a guy that had like 7 million subscribers and now he works at T-Mobile. I kid you not.
This is my face.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious. But he got comfortable. He got comfortable. He thought it would keep going. He was like, you know, and there's a lot of other layers to the story, right? It's not just that he got comfortable. It was a lot of other things, but like, that's what it is, dude. You gotta keep pushing. Grind never stops, but you can take it in seasons, and that's the best way I like to look at it. Like right now, bro, I'm in a season. Now, unfortunately for me, my season's 20 years. So I got about 7 more years of non-stop just hitting it. And I'm still living life, by the way. Like I'm still doing great things. I love to travel. We don't travel very often, but I do love to travel when we do travel. I got a bunch of cool cars. I love meeting up with friends on the weekends, you know, doing cars, doing cool trips. I still have fun. It's not like I'm just like nonstop, just like going. I mean, I am, but like I still take time. I was in Mexico a month ago. That was fun. I went skiing in Wyoming 2 months before that, going to Disney World. So I'm still doing stuff. It's not like I'm literally sitting in a cave.
There's times where we're like playing pickleball and then you're taking a business call literally in between games.
Yeah, bro.
So it's just like, dude, your life is go, go, go. It stops for like 10 minutes and then it's back on go.
It's not for everyone, dude. That's why we took the E out of Blueprint University. It's not for everyone. If you want to actually apply all the stuff we have in Blueprint University, it's not for everyone. It's just as simple as that. Being successful is not for everyone. That's why only like 0.1% of the population has more than $1 million in their bank. Not for everyone.
Perfect way to end it.
Perfect way to end it. Now I gotta go talk to my lawyer. I'm just kidding. I'm getting a massage.
Oh, he really is.